James Bond is ordinarily the model of how to dress, but sometimes he breaks the rules of classic style. Sometimes Bond is successful in breaking the rules, and other times he is not. Here are 7 ways Bond breaks the rules and how you should or should not copy his transgressions. Number 1. No waist covering with black tie. James Bond often breaks the black tie dress code by foregoing waist covering. Black tie specifies a waist covering to be worn with a single-breasted jacket, which is in the form of either a cummerbund or a low-cut waistcoat. Though Bond has worn both cummerbunds and low-cut waistcoats on occasion, he more often than not does not wear a waist covering, and it is something every Bond actor has done as Bond. Going without a waist covering lowers the formality of black tie. With a well-cut dinner jacket and trousers, the waist covering is not missed. A dinner jacket with a button at the waist and trousers with a proper rise to the waist creates a seamless look from the jacket to the trousers, and when the jacket is buttoned, the look is hardly different with or without a cummerbund or a low-cut waistcoat. Should you copy Bond? Try it, especially if you're more comfortable without a cummerbund or can't get a proper low-cut waistcoat. No waist covering is better than an improper 5 or 6 button waistcoat. Number 2. Non-traditional shirts with black tie. James Bond has on occasion broken the black tie dress code in another way by wearing non-traditional dress shirts considered formal shirts in American English. Think standard business dress shirt. A proper black tie dress shirt is white and either has a wing collar or a turn-down collar, double French cuffs, and either pleated or a peak bib. Studs are not necessary on the traditional black tie shirt. The pleated front can either take buttons or studs, but the peak front should ideally take studs. Where Bond's shirt breaks the rules is that some don't have a fancy front, some don't have double cuffs, and some are not white. But when Bond breaks the rule, the shirt always needs something special to set it apart from an ordinary business shirt. Just as skipping a waist covering, a non-traditional shirt also lowers the formality of black tie. To make up for the lack of a fancy front, Bond's shirts are sometimes instead made of fancy shirting. Some of these are white-on-white fabrics, such as the self-stripe in Thunderball or the waffle weave shirt in Casino Royale. In The Spy Who Loved Me and Octopussy, Bond has to dress in black tie in very hot weather and wears a shirt made of very breathable voile without wearing anything fancy on the front to best deal with hot weather. The shirt in Casino Royale has a covered placket to hide the buttons, which is another way to set it apart from the non-traditional dress shirt. In Diamonds Are Forever, Bond wears a light blue pleated shirt with his navy velvet dinner jacket. A velvet dinner jacket is a less formal and private alternative to the dinner jacket. The light blue dress shirt is an appropriate alternative to the white dress shirt in the same way. In The Man with the Golden Gun, Octopussy, and A View to a Kill, Bond wears cream dress shirts. The cream dress shirt is a more subtle alternative to white than blue and can be worn generally when a white shirt can be worn. Roger Moore wears cream dress shirts because they flatter his warm complexion better than white, which looks very cold against him. Cream dress shirts can also look better on film than pure white does. Should you copy Bond? Try it, but keep the modifications to the dress shirt subtle and tasteful, just as James Bond does. Fastening the bottom button. On occasion, in Dr. No, From Russia with Love, and Diamonds Are Forever, Sean Connery fastens the bottom button of his 2-button jackets. It's not just a breach of etiquette, but a mistake that ruins the lines of a jacket. Standard jackets with 2 buttons and 3 buttons are not designed for the bottom button to be fastened. The bottom button of the front of the jacket, also known as the quarters, is a cutaway beneath the waist. Sometimes the skirt is cut away a little and sometimes it is cut away to be very open. Fastening the bottom button distorts the jacket's front, pulls the vent or vents open in the back, or pulls the skirt around too tight at the seat in the case of the jacket without vents. Fastening the bottom button will also give you another button to unfasten when sitting down and hinder your stride. The bottom of the front is cut away to provide a balance to the jacket's opening above the jacket. Some are of the opinion that the useless button and buttonhole are there to give the jacket balance. Should you copy Bond? No, don't try it. Sean Connery looks like an amateur suit wearer when he fastens the bottom button, and you will too. Number 4. Casual shoes with city suits. Bond not only likes to dress down his dinner jackets, but also his suits. Bond sometimes wears casual slip-on shoes or loafers with a city suit, which are traditionally not formal enough to wear with a city suit. A city suit is a dark suit worn for business or dress occasions, not for sports or leisure. The range of slip-on shoes have varying formalities. While none are traditional choices to wear with city suits, the soft, hand-sewn type, no matter how luxurious and expensive, are too casual to wear with a city suit. The ripples and the apron make these shoes more casual. Ian Fleming's Bond wears well-polished black moccasin shoes or black casual shoes with his suits. Roger Moore wears these types of shoes with many of his suits, with or without a horse bit. The shiny horse bit does not add formality, even the $600 pair from Gucci. Bond always wears them in black with his city suits, since black raises a formality over brown. The casual shoe is slightly more appropriate with less formal, warm weather suits in gabardine, cotton, or linen than it is with a city suit. Should you copy Bond? Try it if you know you can pull it off with confidence. Non-hand-sewn slip-ons are better with city suits if you want to wear slip-ons in a more formal setting. Number 5. Short sleeve shirts with suits. The literary Bond makes a faux pas by wearing short sleeve shirts with his suits. Bond creator Ian Fleming passed on his own preference for short sleeve shirts to Bond in Diamonds Are Forever and Dr. No. Daniel Craig also wears a short sleeve shirt with his gray linen suit in the 2006 film Casino Royale. Short sleeve shirts are always casual and are never dressy enough to wear with any suits. There are 2 reasons that wearing long sleeve shirts with a suit is essential. The first is that long sleeves protect the jacket's cuffs from body oils and abrasion from your wrist. A suit should last many times longer than a shirt should and cannot be washed like a shirt can. Thus, the shirt should take the wear. The second is that having a shirt cuff extend beyond the jacket cuff gives visual balance to the wrist and matches the shirt collar sitting higher than the jacket collar at the neck. Should you copy Bond? Don't try it. Only boys can wear short sleeve shirts with their suits. Long sleeve shirts in breathable linen, linen cotton blends, cotton voile, and zendaline are what a man wears in hot weather. Knitted ties with city suits. Bond not only dresses down his suits with casual shirts and casual shoes, but also with casual ties. These casual ties are knitted silk ties. Though it's not against the rules to wear them with city suits, they don't quite match the formality of city suits. Today, most people don't think of putting on a tie to dress down, but knitted ties are easier to wear with sporty suits and jackets than they are to wear with city suits. The chunky texture makes knitted silk ties more casual than ordinary ties, and this texture also clashes with smooth worsted suits. The square bottom and lack of structure contribute to the knitted tie's casual status. The only necktie that Ian Fleming specified for James Bond to wear is a black knitted silk tie, which Fleming mentions in 7 of his stories. Connery wears knitted silk ties with his city suits throughout Goldfinger and with his Navy suit in You Only Live Twice. George Lazenby wears knitted ties with his city suits throughout On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Should you copy Bond? You should feel free to try the knitted silk tie with your city suits as long as you don't have an important meeting to attend. Dark colors like black and navy are the most formal and thus easier to pair with lounge suits. But if you want to play it safe with texture, wear a grenadine tie. Grenadine silk has a similar look to knitted silk with its open weave, but it has the streamlined shape of an ordinary folded tie and lacks the chunkiness of a knitted tie. This is what Sean Connery wears in most of his time as James Bond. 7. Belts with three-piece suits. Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, and Daniel Craig are all guilty of the faux pas of wearing a belt with a three-piece suit. A well-tailored waistcoat should sit close to the body and lay flat, but with a belt under the waistcoat, there's no way it can lay smoothly against the body when covering the top of the trousers. A belt leaves an unsightly lump under the waistcoat, particularly at the buckle. Bond wears a belt with his three-piece suits at a time when self-supporting trousers were out of fashion. Braces, on the other hand, were seen at the same time as something only old men or showy bankers wore. Additionally, Brosnan and Craig's belted three-piece suits came from Brioni, who, being Italian, does not specialize in side adjusters nor trousers cut high enough to comfortably wear with braces. Should you copy Bond? Don't try it. Only wear a waistcoat if your trousers have side adjusters or are being supported from your shoulders with braces. Braces have the added benefit of ensuring your shirt will never show between the bottom of the waistcoat and the top of the trousers. If your waistcoat rides up when you're wearing braces, so will your trousers and your waistcoat. And with your waistcoat on, nobody will ever know you are wearing braces. There you have it, gents. Those are the 7 ways that James Bond has broke the rules of classic style. Thank you to Matt Spaiser over the Suits of James Bond for working with me on this video series. And if you want to see additional videos, let me know down in the comments below. Until next time, gents, this is the Kavalier.